Hops are not as robust this year with this heat, but not looking too bad. The Magnum is looking pretty good. Nice big cones on there. And grapes are ripening. We got hops along the fence line here, and they're looking pretty good. I gotta probably get to picking them pretty quick. And over the fence we've got the garden going, so got some zucchini and yellow squash and winter squashes, tomatoes, beans. And today I was working on the little oriental garden here. That's looking pretty good, shaping up the topiary. But you know what? You know what that means? Let's tell that to the lazy ducks out there by the water. That's right. It's time for a beer review. A tired Clements Homebrew coming at you with a beer review. And it's been pretty warm here in Oregon, and I'm gonna go crazy here. This is not a light beer, no. Here it is. It's Emerge. It is a blended barrel-aged barley wine made with coffee from Farmers Union Coffee in Eugene, Oregon, chocolate, and toasted coconut. So Claim 52 is the brewery down in Eugene, Oregon. This is a whopping 11.5% ABV beer. Sounds delightful, but on a hot day, what the hell? I'm going for it. I've been working hard in the yard, as you've seen probably in the earlier clip, and 11-mile bike ride yesterday, so I think I can spare a few calories. Let's see what this one's like. Okay, let's see here. Looks a little thin coming out, I will say, but boy, nice head rising up on that. Look at that. It is very, very dark. I'm not getting red hues or anything from my side at all. It's virtually black, not quite. Let's get the nose. Oh my gosh, immediately, right away, in your face, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Oh. Boy, I would have thought maybe there was vanilla on it, but it's that coconut coming across big time. Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. And the coffee is just playing a backdrop, but it's really bringing up the roasted quality really nicely in the scent. So the nose on this is just off the charts wonderful. It's funny, I'm getting some fruits on this too. Some really sweet fruits like some fig on there, but I almost feel like I got like a raspberry or something off of it too. That's interesting. So that is what I got on the nose, and I am thirsty, so we're jumping in. Cheers. Oh, that is very pleasant. I gotta tell you. It's like between medium and full in mouthfeel, and it's warming up fast, I gotta tell you, with these temps. But the chocolate on this is oh so present. There's some bitterness, but it's just enough to balance out the sweetness on the beer, so it's perfectly balanced out. The toasted coconut is there, but in some ways it almost feels like it has almost like a vanilla-like quality. It creates more balance on the beer, bolsters the flavor, and it's blending and boosting the chocolate flavors again, as is the little bit of coffee. Boy, Kahlua Barb's nearby. I'm gonna have to let her get a sniff and maybe a sip of this. This is just chocolate, hints of coffee, hints of coconut, wonderfulness. Maybe a little bit of caramel and toffee type qualities on the underside of it. Still feels as if I had vanilla on there. Not so much getting the fig. If it was, it'd be like maybe a mission fig under there. Still almost feels like I get a little bit of a like a raspberry fruit quality, just ever so lightly in it, just like I got in the nose. But it's really about the chocolate. I'm gonna let Kahlua Barb check this out, and I'll be back. Anytime I get a thumbs up from Kahlua Barb, it's It's got to be something pretty special. She smelled it. She's like, oh. She does like her chocolate. She does like her dark chocolate, which is a lot of what you're getting off of this. The taste was okay. She's not so much into beer anyway, but that was a hearty approval as far as she goes with coffee. This could almost bring you to a Kahlua factor, which is a big thing for her. She's picking up one thing that I didn't pull off is the molasses. She always seems to pull the molasses off, and you get like a hint of some molasses, but I still feel that for me anyway, that chocolate is what's really strong, and the coffee and so forth. But yeah, probably there is some molasses as well. And I'm just telling you, that toasted coconut, I just swear it brings in this vanilla-like quality. It makes me think sometimes of a light Easter candy with coconut, you know. But it's really tasty. I mean, the mouthfeel is still a little bit on the thin side, but you know, it's again, it's between full and medium, but that's not a problem. In fact, I can still see bubbles rising up. I don't know if you can see that when I tip it. It's just barely within that barley wine category, truly. Just barely there. Can't necessarily say it's a stout, but it lends towards that stout. So it's someplace in between the two, but I don't mind blending styles. It's just a very, very tasty beer. It's not ultra layered as far as I'm concerned. There are some good layers and different flavors. Everything that they put into it does come out just as they described. I love when a beer tastes like what they described. These add-ons of coffee and coconut and chocolate truly is something that you get more in an imperial stout, barrel-aged or not. But that they did this in a barley wine gives it just that little interesting factor. All right, I took a good amount of time. Look, I poured some more. I am enjoying this. This is just very rich. It's not overpowering, not cloying in any way. My gosh, but rich, full of flavor, and it starts tasting a bit like an imperial stout, but it's got that barley wine quality on it. It's just a beautiful beer at 11.5%. So you're going to be really happy when you're done with it. So how do you rate a beer like this? In terms of a barley wine, it's really unique. It's very different. It's very creative. It's not normally what I think of a barley wine, but it is so creative and different. I've got to give it some extra points. I'm just digging on it. So it's going to be a 93. It should go much higher, but the fact is, it's more stout-like than barley wine-like. But anyone that likes both would just be delighted with this. All right. Now, overall, well, we got to have another sip. It's giving you what it says. It's doing exactly what they told you they were going to do, and then they just take it and explode it in your mouth. What can I say? That's a beautiful thing. And it's also in my wheelhouse. That's right. So this is everything that Kevin likes. And it's Kevin's world, right? Clements Homebrew. So we're going to give this a nice high score because this is a beautiful beer with lots of flavor, even Kahlua Barb, like the nose on this. So we got to get this a 96. I really got to get down to Eugene. This is a merge. It's from Claim 52. They have several versions. They've got the regular merge. They've got this emerged with the coffee, chocolate, and coconut, and another varietal. I don't remember what's in that. I'd say check this one out. This is a beaut. And if the others are anything like this, they're sure to be fantastic. What can I tell y'all? Life's too short to drink cheap beer. And I'll see you on the next beer review.